What's up, man? It's Macomatic, and today I'm coming at y'all with a video for my Legends roster that I created. It's on the community files for Madden 23 Xbox Series S, and it's also on the community file for Madden 22 on both gens, for last gen and current gen, from Xbox exclusively. Like I said, this roster has been maybe like 2 or 3 years in the process that I've been making. I put a lot of work into it. Equipment, height, and weight, and numbers are accurate. Some things are not accurate as far as the numbers, because a lot of players wore the same numbers, but I tend to give the player that I thought was better the number. And colleges aren't correct, and birth dates and stuff, they're not correct, and those things could be correct, but I went extensively, harder on them other things. So maybe in the future, or even like in the not distant but near future, I'll be able to sit back and make the colleges, or with the help from someone else, I can make the college names be correct. But like I said, we're gonna come to y'all with the video today and show y'all some of the players that I did. These are just some 99s, and there's going to be a lot of 99s in general, because like that's just the way that Madden is rated. But every player is not a 99. We're going to switch the position. I'm going to show y'all some greats. We got Tom Brady the GOAT, obviously. Then you got Joe Montana the GOAT before Tom Brady. And if you notice, the age on all my quarterbacks that I created, that's Aaron Rodgers. They still in the league. But if you notice, players that I created, everyone has the same college and everybody is the same age, and that's because they're all created players, like created straight from the created player menu. So those things could be fixed, but as far as their attributes and things like that, they're not the same. Like I said, every quarterback is 20 years old. That's something that I wanted to stress to do, to make sure that when you play with this roster, especially if you want to do it for franchise purposes, and that's what I made the roster for. You got young players, so we're going to take and look at a Peyton Manning right here and see, does this look like Peyton Manning? To me, it looked like Peyton Manning. I went extra with the equipment and stuff like that to try to make everything look extremely accurate. But let's try to find somebody that have like a notable look. We're going to go look for somebody. We got a Walter Payton. We know Walter Payton wore a bunch of different type of equipment that gave him a distinguishing look, down to the helmet. Got the elbow pads and the wrist pads and things like that. Like I said, I really went hard to try to sit back and make every player look very good. Like, as you can see, Marshall Faulk, Eric Dickerson, LaDainian Tomlinson. And if you look at these overalls, these really are great players. There's only, one player with 98 speed. Like Chris Johnson maybe had a 99 before too, because he's ran the fastest 40-yard dash time before John Ross and maybe like 2 other people. But like, we got real ratings here. If you look at a bunch of other rosters, guys are just having 99 speeds and 99 running backs. Every running back or every legend on my roster isn't even a 99. As you can see, Herschel Walker, great running back, high speed, but he's an 89 overall. Clinton Porter is a very great underrated running back that some of y'all might not know, depending on how old you are. But like, we have a very good roster, and same thing that I said before about the age thing, you're not going to find a player on my roster that's created that's a legend that's over the age of 25. We got all legends, running backs. Look at these ages, very young, 22. These got 23, 22, 24. That might be the oldest running back that I have. We got fullbacks. We didn't forget about those guys. It's these guys, other people don't even put the time into their rosters to sit back and make sure that these guys on their roster. And then, like I said, and then other guys, if they do, they're not taking the time to really go into the equipment and everything to make sure the person looks really like the person does. Like, I want everything to be authentic. The only thing, like I said, that I can authenticate is the birthday and the colleges, but that doesn't determine how the player plays, and it doesn't determine the nostalgia that you feel, because as long as the player looks like him and he plays like him and he's just not no overhyped overall, no underrated overall. That's what we all search for. And like I said, I made this roster. Initially, I started making a roster for me and my friends so that we can enjoy the play. But once I seen how many people actually like to play with the roster, I thought, maybe I should go a little bit harder and really put a lot of research into this. And some of the research I put into was searching for MUT cards high and low to make sure I'm getting the best player. Make sure that everything like is accurate. Make sure that I'm using a player, even though we got certain guys with, a guy can have a MUT card that's a 99. He's not deserving of a 99. Look at this, Don Hudson, a guy that played at a very, very young time in the NFL's history. Look at this. Equipment, 1 bar, everything. Pinto, old cleats, all that. I really went the extra mile because I think that y'all deserve that, and that's what I have to do. That's what I do. And anything that I put on this channel, believe that I went the extra mile and I tried to perfect it. I would never try to put anything out that I'm doing into the world for people to receive it in a half-assed manner. We got the dog, Michael Irvin. Finger looking good. He looking good. Like, pause. Not in that way, but if you just watched the YouTube clip with him not too long ago, he was acting a fool and shit like that. Steve Smith, dog. Torrey Holt, dog. James Lofton. We got tight ends galore. Tony Gonzalez, Rob Gronkowski, Shannon Sharp, Travis Kelce. And like, if you heard me talking, it was like a MUT card does definitely determine whether or not somebody would make this list. But it's some people that's very deserving of MUT cards, and they don't have them. Like, it's somebody I could go to. I don't believe that Clay Matthews' dad have a MUT card. Gerard Mayo, he led the league in tackles 2 or 3 years in a row before. Great player for the Patriot, Super Bowl winner with the Patriot, doesn't have a MUT card. But then you have other people that played for the Patriots like Rob Ninkovich, who's not as decorated in my eyes as Gerard Mayo, and he has MUT cards, and he's also on his roster, no knock to him. But some guys that don't have MUT cards, we had to make sure, this is Clay Matthews' dad, we had to make sure that we put them on. And we got players galore. Like I said, Champ Bailey, one of the best, Willie Brown, Mel Renfro. And like I said, once again, young ages, these are the most important things about this all, man. Like I said, I put my time and effort into this for y'all. Brian Dawkins, a dog, a man. Like, I put my time and my effort into this for y'all. First it was for me, now I put this content out for everybody. And we got a lot of content on the way. I have currently I have a fantasy Legends draft team with a bunch of friends, or not really a bunch of friends, but about 7 people, a couple of them friends, and we just testing the roster out as the first run. Madden has only been out for 2 months, so I have a lot of content that I'm having on the way, that'll be on the way. I have friends that's having content on the way. You can go check my friend out that helped me add players for the roster from, my last year roster, because I had to port it over from Madden 22. You could go follow him and check him out on YouTube. His name is Rude Boy Mall, and that is, Mall with 2 L's. Rude Boy Mall. And like I said, man, I appreciate you tuning into this video and taking a look over my roster, and I would appreciate if you like and comment and subscribe, and look forward to more content and more videos on the way. Like I said, this Macomatic, and I'm out.